Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mick Bailey and I am YouTube's manchild, back with another episode of Gingers in a Half Shell, the show where we look at some of the most amazing toys from the Ninja Turtle franchise that some of us had when we were kids and some of us have kept all these years, and some of us, like myself, have just started recollecting. And today we've got a really special one because I managed to get hold of this on eBay for next to nothing, and it is an exclusive from Tesco's, a Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-pack. That's right, it's from the Nickelodeon animated range, and all 4 figures inside there with weapons included. And the only thing that I found ever so slightly annoying about picking up this gem on eBay is that I had already got Michelangelo and Raphael, I think, as individual figures. So I'm still trying to come up with something that I might do with that. I could probably give them to my nephew as a Christmas or birthday present in the future, or I might even do a giveaway on my channel, so stay tuned in case that happens. But yes, a 4-pack there of Ninja Turtle figures, lovely box there. On the back we have a little bit of information about all 4 of the turtles. Down the side there, a little picture of them, and it's also the same on this side. Hopefully that's focusing okay. But yeah, being able to pick up something like this is great for a collector because you instantly get your core range of figures in one go, and to know that it's a Tesco exclusive when I can look out my window right now and see Tesco's, there's no way this would have ever been in my store, guaranteed. I would have definitely have seen it. So looking at the back, it says that Leonardo is the leader and the king of the katana swords. Donatello is the inventor and weaponeer, Michelangelo the jokester and hard-hitting nunchuck hero, and Raphael is the hot-head and sharp-sai expert. So they're all the characteristics and weaponry that we are familiar with this range of turtles. I've seen a few shows from this Nickelodeon series. I don't mind it, not my favourite, but it's quite good nonetheless. But the thing that we all want to know and they all want to see is the inside. So this product is, I never know how to say this, but it's, I think, Giochi Preziosi. If I've murdered that, please do let me know. Don't know if you can see that, my apologies. So we are going to get inside this 4-pack and let these suckers breathe. Just so some of you do know, I have got some fantastic unboxings coming up soon from the NECA toy range, and also some classic collection, as well as a few hidden gems that I've been able to find on eBay and on Facebook Marketplace, because that really is part of the fun of figure collecting for me, is the hunt. Like, I love being able to try and, I'm trying to do this nicely and politely, but it's not working. There we go. Right, so straight away, the smell of freshly opened figures. You've got to love it. So out this slides, and we'll pop the box to one side for now. As was the case with the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, we get this little bit of paper here that gives you an idea of the full range of figures, and this is one hell of a range. It's a little, oh wow, it even opens up further. So got a little checklist there for all the figures if you wanted to collect them all. And there is all sorts on there. I mean, just off the top of my head, let's see which ones that I'm familiar with. Obviously, Mutagen Man, Foot Soldier, Krang, Slash, Kirby Bats. There's a few different versions of the Turtles. I probably won't be going after all of these, if I'm honest. But the Rat King's there. There's a secondary Splinter. I'm trying to see if I can find a Casey Jones. There's April. Because Casey Jones, little known fact, is actually probably one of my favourites of the whole range. Oh, there he is with his skeleton mask. I'm familiar with that Casey Jones. So, and as well as that, you've got the alternative figures, the bigger ones, and then on the other side, a lot of accessories, so vehicles, play sets, weaponry. It is a massive range by the looks of things. There's talking turtles as well. So you can even get turtle comms. Fantastic. So that is a massive range from the Nickelodeon toys there. So we'll pop that to one side and we'll take the first look here at the turtles in their box. There we are, just sitting nicely. I mean, again, that wouldn't make all that bad of a display, but I like to keep them loose. I'm just starting to put my collection together at the moment. So I'm going to pop these out in order of my favourites. So I'm going to say Leonardo comes out first, as he is my least favourite. And some of you may find that kind of controversial, but as is always the case, little tie wrap around the back here, but this looks like a slightly easier one than those pesky Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So if we can set him free there. Let's have a little first glance at Leo if he ever wants to come out of the packaging. There he is, right. So, first impressions of Leo there. Nice figure, fantastic there. I really like that. That's really decent, and obviously we'll take a closer look up of all of these very shortly. Obviously with Leo there, he's got his little his sheath on the back there for popping his swords in. So I really like that. That's a nice little detail, quite frankly. So let's pop out his katanas, and they feel quite a lot more rigid than some of the other weapons that we've seen in the past. So for now, I'm going to just pop those right in the back there. Are they going to go in? God, they take a bit of force. But yeah, I do like being able to store those in the back there. Yeah, that is nice. Let's pop that in there, that's good. So like I say, we're going to do a little close-up of all of these shortly, so I'll just pop Leo to one side for now. Next up, I would say Mikey is out of the packaging next. He is my third favourite turtle. And please do pop in the comments below just to let me know really what is your favourite turtle, like, because everyone's got a different one. We all played as different characters when we were growing up, but I do apologise, this one's really popped in here. Just give that a little twist. Don't you often find it really frustrating when they overly make these turtles secure? Because there we go, doesn't make life easy for YouTubers like me. So let's pop Mikey out, and he is really putting up a fight. He's proper wedged in there. There we go. Come on, Mikey, out you come. His hand's stuck. There we are. There's Mikey in all his glory. And I've got to say, straight off the bat, for me, these are nice figures. The only thing that I'm finding slightly unusual, and we'll talk about it later, is that these turtles have 3 toes, where in the past I was led to believe it was 2, but nevertheless. And of course, Mikey is synonymous with the nunchucks. There we are, just pop them there. And again, Mikey does have space on the back for his nunchucks, which is great. And also, if I'm right, I think we can probably pop one in the back, and we could put one in his hand. So just try and get that in there. I've got to say, the figures, as regards from a posing standpoint, really do put up a fight. They do not want to go. The weapons do not want to go in their hands at all. Might be something we have a look at once I've done the close-ups here. So next up, Donatello, and hopefully his bindings won't be as secure as Michelangelo's, because they were in there tight. Now Donnie's coming off brilliant here, that's great. All right. Donatello was he was a favourite of mine, but he was never the number one, just because I didn't really find all the nerdy tech science stuff particularly cool, but he was always the peacekeeper, I found, so I quite liked him for that. I never liked Leo as a number one, just because I thought he was a bit snooty and a bit up himself, but again, another nice figure there. Donatello looks slightly paler than the rest, and on the back of his shell there, of course, is a nice little area for stashing his bow staff, so I'll pop him there. I've had to move my camera around recently, so I do apologise massively if everything I'm showing you here is being cropped off or anything, but we will be doing a close-up very shortly. And the bow staff, that slides in there a lot better. I do prefer to keep the weapons, in their belts, but yeah, there's Donnie there with his bow staff now attached. Nice little figure. I'm really liking this range actually, and they feel better quality than the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, which for me did feel remarkably cheap and flimsy, and there was endless little paint glitches that were very annoying because they didn't need to be there. It was kind of like it had been painted in the dark or something. But and last but not least, my favourite of all the Ninja Turtles, the hothead himself, Raphael, who has come out of his bindings a lot easier than the rest of them. And there, of course, is Raphael, looking absolutely fantastic. And a darker shade of green to the other guys. I'd say Leo and Mikey look about the same. Donatello's slightly more pale, but Raph there, and that's the back. Fantastic looking figure. I really do like these. I'm hoping they are going to stand a lot better than the Rise or even the original 1988 Playmates ones, because we all know the frustrations we've had trying to display those Ninja Turtles without a mount or a generous dab of blue tack or something. So let's get his weapons out. Of course, he has the size. These size look fantastic. A lot of detail in them there. If you can see that, I'll bring it up nice and close for you. Hopefully that's not too blurred. But yeah, a nice size there. And I am hoping that some of these weapons are going to go into the Turtles' hands a bit better. Unusually, Raph has his size stored on the back of the shell in this range, where we know in the classics it's usually in the front. Not to complain there. There it is stored there. So what we're going to do now is I'll flip the camera around and we'll have a close-up inspection of this Nickelodeon Ninja Turtle figure. Back here for a little close-up, and as you can see, I've managed to get some of the weapons into the hands of the Turtles, and it was a major struggle, if I'm completely honest. So we're going to take a little look at the figures here. So straight away here is Leonardo, and that has got some great detail on it. I like the all-white eyes. He's got like a bit of a smile and grimace on his face there. I have noticed a little thing that I find a bit odd. If you were to look at the hands of the Turtles, the bandages around the hands only sort of go around the outside of the hand. They don't go into the inside. That's just, for me, a little bit lazy. Like, you could have just at least gone into the inside of their hands. And as I said before, a bit unusual, 3 toes on a turtle. I mean, call me a traditionalist, but still, you know. Here we have Donatello, a bit more of a serious face there. And I really like Donnie's belt. Like, he's got that little buckle there as well. I know Leo's got 2 little ones, but Donnie's is really good because obviously his weapon's going to weigh quite a bit. And again, all the detail on the actual limbs of the Turtles are fantastic. Good knee pads there as well. They all match throughout the range, but Donnie does have slightly darker feet wraps. So that's a pretty cool figure there. And then next up we go down to Michelangelo here, and managed to, like I say, get a nunchuck in that hand. These nunchucks are very similar to the 1988 Playmates figure range because they've got no bend to them. If you even try and bend them, they're going to snap in half, and I know we've all had that problem in the past. But yeah, there's Mikey, and as you can see just there on the inside of his hand, there's no paint there. It's just the bandage just literally goes around the outside of the hand. But on the whole, like, the detail's fantastic, and even darker wraps on Mikey's feet there. And last but not least, we have Raph, who I think is easily, I might be biased here, the best figure in this range. It's just the snarl on his face, his bandana's like flying in the wind, where everyone else's is just hanging down a little bit more. But yeah, Raph is an excellent figure there. Again, all the same detail that is with the other figures. Same sort of feet wrap as Donnie. And getting those sides in his hand were next to impossible, which is why the one on the right looks a little bit like it's about to fall out. But so we'll quickly flip them over as well and have a little look. So here is the back of Raph. Nice shiny dark shell there. Area for putting the psi weaponry in. Again, like a little bit there. The actual knee pads don't go all the way round. I don't know if that's got anything to do with the articulation, but it's a bit of a shame. Even the bottom of the feet, green, like, it's just strange. But okay, and then we've got Mikey. We'll flip Mikey over. And I managed to, like I say, get a nunchuck in the back there, but you got to be careful because the bend in those is really poor. Lighter green shell there on Mikey, and much of the same, you know, it's Like I said, the bandana there, just hanging down. Flip Donnie over. This is my favourite for the back detail because I do like the way the bow staff is stored away behind his shell. There we are. And last but not least, we've got Leo, who is a close second for shell accessories in this one, because that is a nice way of storing his swords on the back there as well, and they do go in quite easy. So what we'll do is we'll flip around and summarise now with our 4 turtles. So, there we have it, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures from the Nickelodeon range, and yeah, I've got to say, I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought that there would be some sort of dip in quality with it being a 4-pack. I'm going to have to look in to see if the individual figures that you can buy are of the same standard and quality as these, but I've got to say, I really like them. They're a lot better than the Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, which I thought were quite shoddy, cheaply put together, terrible paintwork. I think I got a nice little bargain here, so with that said, my name has been Mick Bailey. I am YouTube's man-child. Please subscribe, comment below, share any fond memories you've got of your times with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And coming up soon, we are going to be unboxing some NECA figures. We've also got some classic collection figures, and we've also got some eBay, car boot sale, Facebook Marketplace, hidden treasures that I have been able to procure for my collection. So this has been the TV show, Gingers in the Half Shell, and please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.